Working in a BPO and thinking of switching to a cruise ship job, you're not alone. A lot of Filipinos are now considering leaving office work and trying life at sea. But is it really worth it? Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Tintin. Today, let's talk about people with a BPO background who want to enter the cruise ship industry. I've seen many Filipinos asking, can I work on a cruise ship even if I only have BPO experience? The answer is yes. But there's an important things you need to know. First, if you work in BPO, you already have something valuable that cruise lines are looking for: communication skills and customer service experience. Think about it. In BPO, you deal with customers every day. You handle complaints, solve problems, stay calm under pressure, and communicate in English. Those skills are very useful on board. Some positions that may fit a BPO background include customer service staff, guest services, shore excursion staff, casino position if qualified, retail staff, reservation or front desk related roles, youth staff for some applicants, restaurants or bar positions if you're willing to start there. Another advantage that many people forget is language skills. If you know additional language beside English and Filipino, such as Spanish, Mandarin, Japanese, Korean, German, Italian, or other language, that can become a huge advantage in the cruise industry. Cruise ships serve guests from different countries around the world, and some positions actually prepare or even require multilingual applicants. Having an additional language skill can help you stand out from thousands of applicants and may open opportunities for better position or higher paying jobs. But here's something many people need to understand. Don't expect to immediately get a high position just because you came from BPO. Many applicants enter the cruise industry and start from entry-level position to gain ship experience. Some people need to sacrifice comfort first before moving up. Your first contract may not be your dream position, but it can be your entry point. Requirement section. Now, if you're serious about switching from BPO to cruise ship, here are some requirements and preparation you should expect. First, prepare your updated resume and highlight your customer service experience, communication skills, and achievements in BPO. Prepare your valid passport because many agencies require a passport with enough validity. Prepare your government ID and documents like PSA birth certificate, NBI clearance, and other supporting documents if requested. If hired, you may also need medical examination and training certificates depending on the position and company requirements. For first-time applicants, you may eventually need documents like your Siemens book and other mandatory requirements during the processing stage. Also, prepare financially because some applicants spend money on transportation, medicals, documents, and processing while waiting for deployment. Now, let's talk about the reality. Cruise ship life is very different from office life. In BPO, after your shift, you go home. On a cruise ship, your workplace and your home are in the same place. You may work long hours. You may work every day for months without a regular day off. You'll miss birthdays, holidays, and time with family. But many Filipinos still choose this path because of opportunities, earning potential, helping family, traveling and building international experience. If you're from BPO and planning to switch industries, don't just focus on salary or travel pictures online. Research the job, understand the reality, and prepare yourself mentally, physically, and financially. Your BPO experience is not a disadvantage. It can become your stepping stone into the cruise industry. And if you also have additional language skills, that can give you an even stronger advantage. If you're from BPO and thinking about joining a cruise ship, comment below. Would you make the switch? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.